Hello twin flames and welcome to this reading. So we're going to do a pick-a-pile reading today from the masculine perspective about what they are reflecting on right now during this time as we move forward, because it's the summer solstice today and up until the full moon on Thursday they're doing a lot of reflecting and thinking. So I really want to tap into what's going on behind their minds, in their minds, behind their thinking. And we're going to use 3 piles to work this out. So thank you for being here. And if you are new to the channel, welcome, subscribe, join our family because we're here for you every day. So this is going to be about the masculine's journey, their perspective of it, and how they feel about you. So we're going to use 3 piles for this. We're going to use the taxi for pile number 1. We're going to use the red phone box for pile number 2. And we're going to use, where have I popped it? We're going to use this signpost here, and this is Fairies and Gnomes signpost for pile number 3. So we've got piles 1, 2 and 3. So I'm going to shuffle the cards, obviously tap in with the energy, ask the question in your mind, what do you need to know right now? Think about your twin, and we're going to tune it. Let's do this then. So we're going to start with the Radiant Rider Waite then. So thank you, angels. What's going on with the masculines today, please, as we move forward from the summer solstice energy into the full moon? What's going on with them right now? What do we need to know, please, for pile number 1? Pile number 1. For pile number 2, thank you, angels. And for pile number 3. I really feel it's these cards here and that one as well. We're going to bring in some Bridget Rau cards today. So we're bringing in the Soul Whispers cards. So how are the masculines feeling about the feminine? What are they dealing with right now? For pile number 1, what do we need to know? There we go. For pile number 2, what do we need to know for pile 2? And for pile number 3. For pile 3, thank you, angels. And then we're going to use the DM Confessions by Bridget Rau. What do we need to know for pile number 1? What's on the masculine's mind? What's he going through? For pile 1, thank you, thank you. Okay, I'm taking out what's jumping there. For pile number 2 and for pile number 3. Wow. Okay, they're just jumping in my hand, so I kind of know which cards need to come out. And then we're going to use Divine Essentials Counterparts Oracle. So what do we need to know from the masculine perspective, please, for pile 1? For pile number 2, what are they dealing with? And for pile number 3. Wow. Very powerful jumping out the deck there. And we're going to use the Journey of Love by Bridget Rau. And this is the Union deck. So what are they dealing with or going through for pile number 1? That's the card there. I'm going to take these as well. For pile number 2, what are they going through or dealing with? Thank you, angels. And pile number 3, what are they going through or dealing with for pile number 3? I feel it's them too. Very powerful. Okay. And then we're going to use the Masculine Madness decks 1 and 2. So what do we need to know, please, angels, for piles 1? What are the masculines going through? There they are. Pile number 2. And this is because they're tapping in with your energy for your masculine. What do we need to know for pile 3? There we go. Fabulous. And I've got some cards down here for pile 1. I'm going to take them. And then we're using the Masculine Madness 2 by Bridget Rau. What are the masculines going through, experiencing or feeling for pile 1? For pile number 2, what are they going through? And pile number 3. Pile number 3, there we go. Okay. So we've got 3 very clear piles. We've got pile number 1. Let me get these ready with the taxi. We've got piles number 2 with the red letterbox and telephone box, and we've got pile 3. So 3 clear picker piles. When you're ready, pick your pile. If you're guided to more than 1 pile, go where you're guided to go. Do what you're guided to do. Take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. Pick your pile. Okay, let's do this then. So we're going to start then with pile 1. So you've got this taxi here. So there could be some movement coming over land towards you. Okay, they may be travelling towards you. It may be a car drive away. You know, they may be travelling to you to get to you. This is what's on their mind right now. They're giving me the song Jola Taxi. Okay, so and that was Vanessa Paradis. So I feel there's movement happening to get to you. Okay, so what's happening then? So yeah, look at this. We've got the Fool. So they definitely want to move towards you. Okay, they're definitely thinking about taking that leap of faith. They're definitely thinking about a new beginning. with you, and this is on their mind. And as the masculines are reflecting on their journey, they're really starting to plan their journey, the way you plan your route when you travel somewhere. So it doesn't matter if there's a big distance in their way or only a street. Okay, they are planning what to do to start again with you, a new beginning, a fresh start ahead. So this is about taking a risk as well. I feel they're also sorting out the finances. They want to be financially ready to be able to be with you, to be able to take care of you, to travel to you. And we've got I watch over you, very beautiful. So they're also watching over you. So your journey is protected. And sometimes when the masculines don't want to hurt the feminine, or they aren't ready for the feminine, they will try and protect you in some way. Even if that can trigger you or hurt you at the time, they're trying to watch over you. So they do watch you, they do care about you, they keep an eye on what you're going through, especially if you're on social media. It's like they're your secret admirer, and they are letting you know that they're watching over you, they care about you. They see you as an angel, and they want to watch over you in that way too, to make sure you're okay. So they're thinking about you, they want you, they're watching over you, and they miss holding you. And I also feel this is definitely that someone is watching over this journey. The angels, the ancestors, the ascended masters, this journey is protected. And they're saying to you, miss holding you. That's really what they miss more than anything. Holding you close, feeling your body, feeling that energy of oneness, feeling you together, the togetherness of the connection, falling asleep in your arms, holding you close, feeling safe. So this is the feeling of safety that they are missing. When the masculine kind of lays his head or her head on the chest of the divine feminine, that's that safety, that nourishing, nurturing, really powerful love. And that's what they're missing right now. They're missing holding you, and they're wanting to move this forward. We've got, you are just perfect. I'm sorry I keep messing up. So he's apologising for messing it up. He's saying, I'm sorry I walked away. Maybe he drove away, or, he caught a cab home. He's saying, I'm sorry I keep messing this up, because you were just perfect for me. So you were perfect for him, divine feminine. You don't need to change. He's saying sorry for messing it up. He wants to do it the right way. And that's why he's really thinking and questioning this new beginning. Can he do this? Is he capable? Is he ready? Okay, can he give you everything you need? Is he ready to take this jump, this leap of faith towards not only you, but a fresh start ahead? He's afraid of falling over. He's afraid of being hurt. He's afraid of being vulnerable. So he has to do it the right way. Don't hold back. Jump in and give to me, all of you. Set the pace so I can too. So I feel, you're a leader in this connection. The divine feminine is the leader in the connection, and you've set the pace. You've maybe set boundaries down, or you've been completely authentic and shown your true self. And he's saying, you've jumped ahead and not hold back, or you haven't held back your feelings, and now I want to do the same. And this is another reason we've got the Fool, because he's saying, I want to jump in. The fools rush in here, it's about a leap of faith. So he's saying, I want to take that leap. I want to jump in, and I want to give all of me to all of you, because all of me loves all of you. And you've set the pace, now I can too. So you're really a leader in this connection. You're the guiding light in the connection, guiding him where to go, what to do. You're guiding him home. You are the lighthouse, and he's saying that to you. Yeah, I promise. So you've got the promise of union here, the promise of reunion, the promise of coming together. So if you've been seeing the stag, that's why. I promise I'm coming home. Don't give up on me. So there's this real energy of the masculine saying to the feminine, I'm making the decision. He wants to travel to you. He wants to make that decision to be with you. And he's really contemplating that right now with the Fool card. And he's saying, I promise I'm coming home. Please don't give up on me. I'm sorry for messing it up. I'm sorry for the things I've done. I am now wanting and willing and prepared to change. I get insecure when it comes to you. I am nervous and overwhelmed in your presence. So that's the only reason he holds back sometimes. That's maybe the reason he's walked away, or he's hidden his feelings, or been in denial, because he gets very insecure and he's dealing with his insecurity. And this is another thing that he needs to heal. Another thing he has to do to be able to take that leap, to be able to, hide, not only from, he's been hiding from everyone, but he's saying he can't hide anymore. He can't hide his true self. He can't hide or deny his feelings any longer. He wants to be authentic. He can't hide either from you the insecurity, because you see into his soul. So he may have put a front on, and he may have walked away and, hidden his feelings from you. But it's been because you make him feel nervous. You make him feel like a schoolboy, okay, or a nervous schoolgirl. You give him butterflies in the stomach, and he feels very overwhelmed by your presence, especially your light. And I feel he's denied the connection, or he's hidden his feelings away for that reason. And he can't do that anymore. He needs to take this leap, to be able to show you. And it's scary. He can't quite get the words out. He doesn't quite know how to express this yet. He doesn't quite know how to communicate how he feels. But he shows you in his body, and you feel that. You feel the power of the connection. So he's still healing some insecurity. And he also needs to take a risk with you in his own mind. It's risky for him to be able to open up and be vulnerable and show you the power of his love. And we've got the heart chakra. Very beautiful. So his heart chakra is opening, expanding. There's power there. It says lack of self-love and compassion. So obviously he's healing himself. He's healing this lack of self-love. He's never really had the kind of love before that you give to him, this unconditional, powerful love. And he's never really had compassion for himself either. And because of that, he may have made unhealthy attachments. So he has to now detach himself from what's not serving his soul. So practice detachment and focus on loving yourself unconditionally. So this is also what he's doing. He's learning to love himself by choosing himself. And that's why we've got the Fool, because it's never about the masculines choosing somebody else or choosing to not be with the divine feminine. It's always about the masculine denying their own self. So when they choose themselves, they will automatically choose the divine feminine. And that's what he's showing here. This will in turn assist your counterpart to do the same. So the angels are saying to you, divine feminine, when you practice self-love, when you have compassion, when you trust them, when you focus on loving you and you do that unconditionally, it allows your twin to do the same thing, and he will find you. So there's no need to fear or worry about this connection, because it's moving ahead. And during the next few days as we move towards the full moon, this is what he's reflecting on. He's opening his heart. He wants to be open with you to show you how he truly feels. And we've got I wish for a fresh start. And 13 is about luck being on your side. So he wishes for a fresh start. That's the intention he's setting. That's why you've got the Fool, because he wants this fresh start. He wants it with you, and he wants to begin again. I wish and I hope we can start again. So please forgive me. So forgiveness needs to come into this connection. Maybe you've been hearing that song, Please Forgive Me by Bryan Adams. He's saying this to you. I want our partnership to work, and I've got faith. Okay, I have faith in this new beginning. I have faith, so I hope you can forgive me for all the things I've done. You are perfect for me. You are custom fit for me. So trust me to find my way. And we've got the 33 energy, which is a real powerful number for the divine masculine. So if you've been seeing 33 or 333, big sign to trust. He's asking you to trust him. He promises he's coming home. And he's saying to you, you're perfect for me. You're custom fit for me. You're everything I want. So 2 cards there repeating the same message, because he wants you to know that you are perfect as you are. He loves all of you, body, mind and soul, and you don't need to change. He's trying to see it from his higher perspective. He's realizing there's a higher power in charge of this love. And he's saying, I pray that you will forgive me. So there it is again. Okay, please forgive me. I pray and hope and, really project this to you, that I hope you'll forgive me. I pray that you'll forgive me, Divine Feminine. Feels like he's cleansing himself, he's washing away his own fears or his own insecurity or his own sin. He feels like he's sinned against you, he's hurt you. And he's saying, I'm sorry for turning my back on the times you needed me the most. Betrayal. So he also feels very, like he's betrayed you. There's a lot of guilt there about that, and he's apologising. I'm sorry for turning my back. I'm sorry for not paying you the attention that you deserved. I really do love you. I really do miss holding you. I'm sorry. I need to step up now and do something about this, show you how I truly feel. The times you needed me most when I wasn't there and you felt betrayed by that, I'm sorry, and I hope you can forgive me. Maybe he wasn't there for a certain date, a birthday, maybe he changed his plans, maybe it was something that you went through that you needed him to be there for and he wasn't there. It was like he just kind of caught a cab and disappeared and you were left wondering what's going on. He's apologising. He's saying, I'm ashamed of what I've said. I'm ashamed. And you've got the gossip there. So he does worry about the way you see him. If you talk about him to other people or gossip about him, and I don't feel that's what you do. You just kind of air your views and opinions on the channel or, to other people you trust. But he's thinking, I hope you're not talking about me in a bad way because I'm sorry that I hurt you and I'm ashamed of what I've said. So he feels badly about it. He doesn't want you to think bad of him. He's got issues as well with other people thinking badly of him. So that's something he's also healing within him, judgment. He's dealing with judgment, insecurity and fears. I have so much going on inside, I don't know what to do. So he's also contemplating. And this is the energy of the next few days, this reflection energy. He's contemplating. He's working things out. He's got a lot going on. So if he needs space, give it to him and don't pressure him because he's showing you with the Fool card he's doing the right thing. He wants this leap of faith. He wants this new beginning. He's just trying to, release all the fear. Just give me fear there. So, when he's actually planning, it is bringing up fear. He's releasing that fear and he needs to let it go because he wants what you want. Okay, he wants you. He's saying, you have what I want. And he's finding his way. He's finding direction. Everything is pointing to you. And he's showing this to you. You have what I want. So you are everything that he wants. He just needs to find his way. And he's asking you to release any expectation. Okay, I can't meet your high expectations. I already failed. So, and I spoke about this today in the Daily Twin Flame reading. The difference between expectation and letting go, trusting that it will happen the right way. So be flexible about it, be adaptable. I also feel he's working on his physical body. You may see him as this Adonis right now. You may look at him no matter what he physically does look like and see him as this kind of god or goddess. Physically you're very attracted to him or her. But I feel he's also bettering himself for you. And he's saying, I've already failed you. I'm sorry for failing you, for betraying you. Please let go of expectations because I don't want to fail you again. So there's this definite sense that he's moving towards you. He's asking for your forgiveness right now and your trust as he makes that decision. And he's saying, I promise you, I promise I'm coming home. You are perfect for me. I'm working on my heart chakra right now. Trust that I will find my way because he will. He may even take a cab to you or a taxi to you or drive to you in some way. I do feel movement and I actually feel this is going to be like face-to-face contact. With this, they show me this a bit like the Knight of Cups energy, moving towards you. So it is likely, obviously, you're going to receive that message or that communication, but I do feel he wants face-to-face contact. He wants to be in your presence physically if that's possible. And if it's not possible now, he'll be working on when it is possible. I hope that helps. Have a great day and I'll see you soon. Wow. Pile 2. So you chose the red telephone box. So I definitely feel he's transitioning. Okay, if you watch the old Supermans or, he goes into like a telephone box to transition, to change into who he is. So I feel this is a big sign of transformation. He also wishes he could turn the clock back and change things and do things differently, a bit like the TARDIS in Doctor Who. But I definitely feel he's changing for you and he's wanting you to do that. He may already be communicating that. So there may already be communication in your connection, or it's about to come in. He's definitely showing you in some way, shape or form, whether that be physically in the real world or virtually or in the 5D world, that he is changing for you. So the message is, look at this, we've got judgment. So he's definitely working through judgment. He's definitely working through fears. And that would make sense if you've also chosen pile 1 and 2. But this is showing you he doesn't want to be judged anymore. He doesn't want to be judged by you. He doesn't want to be judged by society. He doesn't want to be judged by himself. So he's releasing all of this. And he's listening now to his higher self. He's starting to notice what's going on around him because the angels are guiding him. The angels are showing him. He's listening as well to music. I feel music is very powerful within your connection. He's hearing songs connected with you and you are hearing songs connected with him. So over the next few days as we move into the full moon, pay attention to the songs, the things you hear, the things that kind of hit you in the feels. And I've checked your profile. So he's saying to you, I've checked your profile, I've been checking you out online, not in a stalky way. This is in it, I'm curious, I'm wondering what you're doing. I just want to see your face. I just want to, be in your energy field because you fill him up and you make him feel whole. So, he's checked you out because of that. And, when he sees you, his heart melts. His heart beats a bit faster, he feels excited, and he's also afraid of being judged. So, there is some guilt there. So if he is in a karmic situation, he does feel a bit guilty about doing this. He's wondering if he's being judged, whether that be from his own self or even from heaven. He is thinking about if he is, doing the right thing. He feels like he's waiting for the opportunity to be free, to be able to pursue you properly. I want to be vulnerable with you. I'm just afraid you won't believe me. So maybe he's opened up to you in the past and, he's shut down and now he's afraid of opening up again because you won't believe him or, you'll think he's going to disappear again or hurt you. But again, he's dealing with vulnerability, just like we picked up in pile 1. So, a lot of vulnerability is healing. He wants you to believe he's real, that he does love you and he does care, even if he hides that from you. It's just fear and insecurity and vulnerability holding him back. Because he's saying to you, I've never felt anything like this before. So obviously it's changing him, or her. It's changing them as a person. That's why they're showing you this telephone booth. It's like he's gone in as one person, he's coming out as someone else. So he is becoming stronger on this journey. He does start off like Clark Kent and then he becomes Superman. So he is transitioning, he's transforming through this love. And he's saying to you, I've never felt anything like this before. That's why it scares me. That's why sometimes I hold this back because, I'm afraid. I'm afraid of being hurt or judged, or I don't want to be vulnerable because I'm afraid of being vulnerable. I'm afraid that you won't believe me or, that you won't believe me about the connection. Maybe he's wondering as well what this connection is and he's trying to work it out. All these intense feelings he's feeling, he's wondering if you actually feel them too. If you feel it's something magical and cosmic too, because he does. And he's saying to you, I feel empty without you. I'm lost without you. And that's because he's never felt anything like this before. And the 7 is about things manifesting. So I feel that he has seen the 7, 777, 777 to remind him to go for what he wants, that he can have what he desires, and that's to be in this beautiful, unconditional relationship with you that he's never felt anything like it before. So he's feeling all of this pain, this emptiness inside of him. So if you think that he doesn't care or, it doesn't matter, or he's happy, he's showing you he feels empty. He feels lost without you. And he's saying, I can hear you. Okay, I can hear you. And this is very powerful because this is the messages through music that you're receiving. It's like you're telepathically communicating. He can hear what you are saying. He hears you calling to him and he is responding to you. So I feel this is a very kind of spiritual connection you've got going on right now. You know, you're really connecting with each other through music, through dreams, through the 5D, telepathy. You're hearing and feeling each other because, you know, he needs to work through this judgment first. And he's been checking out your profile. So even if you're not in contact and you're in separation, you know, he's got an eye on you. You know, even if you're not on social media, he has tried to find you on there. You know, he may have put your name in Google and tried to search for you because he's saying, I'm finally see what I've done. So he's gaining a new perspective. So this pile is very similar to pile 1, you know, because again, the energy is the same collectively. They're raising the vibration, they're seeing things from a higher point of view, from a new perspective. And he's saying, I finally see what I've done. It's like his eyes are open now. He knows he's hurt you and done you wrong. And he's afraid, you know, he doesn't want you to judge him. And he wants to release that too. He's judging himself. So that's another reason he's kind of going through a bit of a dark night of the soul. This definite transformation because he's judging himself too. And he needs to let go of all of that guilt and forgive. We've got kiss me. There's magic in your kiss, something so sweet on those lips. So, you know, when he kisses you, it feels like heaven, especially for him. You know, I feel that you have this cosmic kiss. Even if you haven't kissed yet, he dreams about it. You know, there's magic there. And when you do kiss each other, you know, it just carries on and on and on. And it can lead to more and more because it's so powerful. And they're giving me that song by Cher, the kiss song, okay? Is it in his kiss? So there's magic in your kiss. And he's thinking about that. You know, he's thinking about kissing you and touching you and feeling your body. And he's saying there's something so sweet on those lips. And I also feel the way that you treat him, the way you speak to him, it's very gentle. You know, very kind, very loving, very sweet. So he loves it when you whisper sweet nothings to him, when you're talking and communicating. Maybe when you're having a conversation, he will look down at your lips because he wants to kiss you. Maybe he'll lean in for that kiss. But he's definitely transforming for you. You know, he does think about kissing you and he misses that too. Especially if you've already spent that intimate time together. But if you haven't been together intimately, you know, this is what he wants to do. This is what he dreams about doing to you. And that's why he's changing. You know, he may even communicate to you with kiss emojis or, you know, in a flirty way. Because, you know, he doesn't want you to judge him. He wants you to know how he cares. And he's saying, I am lost without you. I feel empty without you. I finally see the consequences of my actions. I finally see what I've done. And I've never felt this way before. I've never felt anything like this before, especially when we kiss. And I want to be able to be vulnerable with you. I'm just afraid you won't believe me or, you know, because of what I've done before. So I have been checking your profile to test the water, to wonder if you will judge me or, you know, if you'll be okay with me coming towards you because that's what I can hear and I can hear you. So things are moving forward, things are changing, things are moving where they're meant to be. I hope that helps. Have a great day and I'll see you soon. Wow. Pile number 3. So you've chosen this direction. So I feel he's at a crossroads. You know, there's a lot of cards come out as well. So he's deciding what to do. He's working things out. He's finding his way. So he may be at a bit of a kind of standstill right now or in limbo because he needs to make a choice. So he needs to decide what to do, what path to take, you know, what to leave behind. But he's facing the true north now. You know, it's like he knows what he wants is you. He just needs direction. He needs time and space to find his way. And he's becoming more focused on you. You know, we've got the King of Pentacles. This is someone who's very strong, very capable, very focused, very grounded. You know, he may possibly be an earth sign, but this is more about the energy he's in. So he's saying to you, I'm more focused now on becoming my true self. I'm more focused now on becoming okay financially. So stable wise, I can give you a future. You know, he wants to be stable enough to be able to provide for you. And we've got the 6 of Wands. So, you know, there will be victory here. You make him feel strong, confident. You give him power. You know, he may also be a successful person. He may be, you know, in the public eye, I feel like a celebrity, or he may have a high-powered job, or, it's like he's being watched. So he has to be careful as well how he goes about making these decisions, how he goes about making these changes, because the slightest thing he does wrong, he could fall off, a pedestal and lose everything. So I do feel that people have got their eyes on him too. And he's saying, I am focused on you, but I have to also be careful because people are watching and people see things. So he's trying to do this in a very calm, collected, and in a way, a bit like a fox, a very cunning way to do it right. And he says to you, nobody compares. So, it doesn't matter who's around him. It doesn't matter who he's with or who he's spending time with. Nobody compares to you. And I shared that song by Sinead O'Connor on the community page yesterday, because nothing compares to you. So he knows that, and he's very focused on you. He sits there and he visualizes you and he thinks about you, and nobody will ever match that. So again, it doesn't matter if he's got lots of money, it doesn't matter if he seems to have the perfect lifestyle. You are the one he wants. And I know you see through all of that anyway. Okay, you see through those things. This will resonate with some, not others, because I do feel, there's going to be people watching this who, their twin is either a celebrity or they've got money or there's some kind of social kind of standing or a divide. And he's saying you see the real me. Okay, whereas others, this is mainly about, the fact that nobody compares to you. If he is in a situation with someone else, this could also be connected with a karmic situation where the person is watching him or they've got eyes on him, and he has to be careful how he's going about this. And he's saying to you, I'm focused on you. I'm trying to get myself in a financial position or a stable position where I can leave that behind and not care about the consequences and be with you. So the message is nobody compares to you. I talk to you all the time. I express everything I feel and desire as if you were here. So even if you haven't connected physically, you've got an amazing connection. You're always talking to each other on the 5D realm. You're always connecting with each other in dreams, and you're always feeling what each other feels. Some of you will be in 3D communication. I talk to you all the time. So you may already be in communication. Or you may be wondering if this person is your twin, if you've already got an established connection like a friendship, and you're wondering if it is a twin flame love or there's something else going on. But I do definitely feel that this, I talk to you all the time, is the masculine speaking to you in a telepathic way, or in a dream, or, on the 5D realm, or in some way that connects you two together, and they express everything to you. So you already know this, Divine Feminine. You already know that they are working through this and they desire and want you, and you already feel at times like they are already here because you're already connecting. Remember, you are one soul and you belong. Please let me back in when I come. I'll die if I lose you forever. So there is some fear there about losing you. Maybe you are, doing your own thing right now. Like you are busy focused on you. So you're not paying as much attention to him. And he's worrying about that. He's thinking what you're doing. Maybe you've got interest around you, and why wouldn't you? Maybe people are interested in you, trying to hook you or, connect with you. And he's worried about that. He's thinking, I'd die if I lose you forever. I hope you don't move on. Please let me back in when I come. So maybe, he has blocked you, or, maybe there's been something where he's disappeared off social media. And now he's trying to find a way back in, or, he wants to connect with you again. Please let me back in. Maybe that means as well that, you've locked him out the house, or he's saying, please let me back in. But there's definitely this feeling where, he may have shunned you or disappeared or, kind of been a bit quiet or distant, and he feels like he backed off. And now he's saying, I'm trying to come back. So he's saying, please let me back in when I come. I'll die if I lose you forever. So he doesn't want you moving on. He doesn't want you with anyone else. And he wants you to listen to what he has to say when he returns to you. And he's saying, I've closed down my feelings and I quit love. So this is why he's been quiet, or this is why he's been holding himself back. Because he closed down his feelings. He wasn't allowing himself to feel because of fear. Thank you, they're giving me fear. Because of past fear and maybe past hurt and, people may be wanting too much of him, or not understanding who he is, or not wanting him for who he really is. It's like he's saying, I quit love, so I just hid all of that away. And he's opening up to this now. They're giving me the word clogged when I'm connecting with this. So it's like he's all clogged up and he needs to heal. I will always love you no matter what happens. So again, he's kind of being a bit insecure in this card, because he's saying to you, if you move on, I'll still love you. If you move on or you're with someone else, I will still love you. I will always love you no matter what happens. And, I'm sure that you're not going anywhere, but he does fear this. And why wouldn't it? You are a beautiful, dynamic being. So he knows that, so he's saying, I'll always love you. So this is also a big sign for you to relax and breathe, because those feelings aren't going away. Those feelings aren't going away, especially if you worry because you're not in contact, or, maybe you see something going on outside of yourself and you're thinking, is he happy with someone else or doing what he's doing? He's saying to you, I will always love you no matter what happens. And we've got the crown chakra. So there's also a lot of illumination going on, and this is connected with Archangel Uriel. So I do feel he's illuminating your twin's mind. It says, shutting out the divine or ignoring intuition. So again, this is what he's done in the past. I don't feel this is happening now. I feel this is actually getting stronger. So in the past, he's shut out the divine. He's shut out the situation, or he's ignored it because he was afraid. He didn't really understand it until now. We've got meditate, breathe, practice yoga and other mindfulness practices to deepen your connection. And this is very powerful, because the other day when I did a daily twin flame reading, we got the connect with me through meditation card. And today, as I record this in real time, it's actually International Yoga Day. So the message is meditate today, connect in the 5D, breathe, because remember, he's saying to you, I'm already connecting with you. Okay, I already talk to you as if you're already there. I talk to you all the time and I express everything I feel and desire as if you were here. So you're already connecting in this way, And I feel that, when he's saying here, I shut out the divine, I've closed down my feelings, I quit love, because he was ignoring his intuition. He was just kind of getting on with what he was doing. Maybe the noise from the crowd was too loud, or, he was just kind of getting on with his everyday life, and he was trying to dampen down those feelings or those emotions. But with the pandemic and everything that's happened, it's made him take stock and understand and look at his life differently. Reconnect with the I am presence and ask your guides for assistance and trust. So remember, you are a creator. And this is what he's doing too. He's realizing that he has the power to change his lifestyle or change his life completely, using the affirmation, I am safe. I am protected. I am exactly where I am meant to be. My life is working out perfectly. And this is also a big message for you as a divine feminine, to focus on the I am. Okay, I am in a wonderful, loving relationship with my one. I am exactly where I am meant to be. I am loved and desired. I am loved beyond measure, more than I know. And your guides will assist you. So trust the connection. Look at this. I promise I'll never let go. And this is infinite. So you're being reminded that you are infinite beings. And I feel this is also a big sign for you, that you're saying to your twin, I promise I will never give up. I will never let go. Especially if he's dealing with our insecurity, thinking you're moving on, or, you're busy with other things. I promise. And we've got the stag energy there too. I promise. The stag is the promise. So if you're seeing stags and bees, big sign of what's to come. I promise I'll never let go. I'll never let you go. We are eternal. We are infinite beings. And I can still taste you. So a lot of desire there. Desire for each other, feeling this, especially if you're connecting on the 5D realm. You're feeling each other. You may be connecting intimately up there, or in a dream, or even if you have been together intimately, you can still taste each other. It's very powerful, the feeling of this love. And there's also some karma being healed too. What have we done? So this is again about, judgment, fear, releasing the past, letting go, people watching. I feel a karmic situation being released, or a karmic ending flowing in. What have we done? And this is also like saying, why are we doing this to each other? Why are we waiting? I need to express myself balance and imbalance. And this is the number 17. So obviously you're on the right path. You're exactly where you need to be. And we've got that beautiful message saying, I need to express myself. I need to find balance. Okay? If there's any imbalance, it's because they're not expressing that to you. The throat chakra's blocked. So they're definitely feeling an imbalance of energy where they need to speak their truth. They need to get this out. And I wanted you the moment I saw you. And I feel that was a mutual thing. You know, you just automatically connected in that way. And this is seduction. So obviously there's a lot of intensity, a lot of passion and desire between the two of you. You know, a lot of heat between the two of you. And we've got despair. I'm drowning in my despair for you. So he does get, have moments of despair, moments of frustration, moments of anger where he wants to reach out, maybe he can't. He feels like, they show me that like he's got a mask on. So maybe he feels like his voice is muffled or, he's having to conform. So again, this could be because of the restrictions in the way and things like that he isn't able to reach out yet. And we've got bewitching. Says, your gaze cast a spell upon me, one I don't want to break. So again, remember, the feminine never needs spells or black magic because you don't need to. They're already under your spell. And he's saying to you, bewitch me. It was like love at first sight feeling, connection at first sight or first breath, that feeling of each other. And he's angry, he's raging. I'm absolutely irate right now, stay back. So he does get very angry. So he may be taking a step back or staying back from you so he can release this because, I do feel he gets angry because people watch what he's doing. Whether this be a karmic partner or people out in the public eye, it could be neighbours, nosiness, wondering what he's doing, sticking the nose in his business, and he gets mad and he doesn't want to kind of portray that or give that to you, that energy, because you are his light and you are his power. And he's saying, just stay back right now because I'm dealing with this anger. I'm irate right now. I feel frustrated. So this energy is kind of like the Four of Cups energy, bored, frustrated, angry at himself because he knows he needs to change. So this is the energy of what's coming in, over the next few days as we move into the full moon. He's saying, I'm more focused on what I'm doing right now. I want to come back towards you. I'm just releasing all of this anger about what's going on outside. So don't take it personally, whatever's going on, because it's not about you. It's about his own physical world and what's going on within that. So, he's drowning in you. And I'm feeling that, like he's drowning in you. He feels you. He wants you and he wants to reach out so badly, it's actually causing him physical pain. So focus on love. He's saying, I promise I'll never let you go. Focus on the 5D connection. Focus on connecting through meditation and power in that way, and you'll feel it. And then in time, he'll make that decision to move towards you and choose you. I hope this helps. Have a great day. Sending you so much love, and I'll see you soon.